Hello, 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 beautiful people, and welcome to 2026. Welcome to our LinkedIn Live and YouTube Live experience. We are excited to be back with you after a nice long break for some winter rest. I'm going to call it a hibernation because that's what I did during that time. So, welcome to all of you who have been with us, riding with us for a while, and welcome to everybody who is new. My name is Leah Murphy, and I'm the CEO of Career Gems for the Journey. And we are here to really tear 26 down. We want to have an amazing 2026 experience. And I am going to tell you exactly how I'm going to go about it. And I am going to invite you to join me in going about bringing in 2026 with exactly the resources and tools that we need. So I'm going to jump right into it because I have been holding back and I got lots of messages from folks saying, when are we going to find out more about the summit? You've been giving us little teasers and we want to know what's happening. So wait no longer. The wait is over. What we're going to do today is break down the Career and Care Summit, and we're going to talk some specifics. And we're also going to talk more broadly about the experience that you're going to have at the Career and Care Summit. So if you are interested in learning more about it, you are in the right place. If you are watching us live, please do drop your city in the chat. It really allows us to know who's riding with us, who's getting a chance to have this experience with us. And if you are watching on the replay, I love that for you. I love that for me too. The replay has been doing some amazing things. It did in 2025, and I'm sure that it also will in 2026. So I'm excited for that. Drop your city in the chat so I can make sure that I acknowledge you. And then we're going to jump right into it because we have a lot to cover. Before I get into the depth of it, I wanted to thank so many of you because I had a birthday over the holiday break and I got lots of love and birthday wishes. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the community of people that continue to join me in this journey. And also, I appreciate all the people that I love and care about that I'm closely connected to that sent me text messages, emails, showed up in person, did all the things. So thank you so much for all the birthday love and wishes. I really do appreciate it. And I am now even more energized to get right into what we are looking for in 2026. So let's get into the Career and Care Summit. So what we've been thinking about over the time for the summit is how we can bring together what we already know was an amazing experience from last year, but then also take it a step further and really dive in to all of the things that folks had asked for last year that we just didn't take advantage of or weren't able to yet because we were navigating what was the very, very first Career and Care Summit. So now I can officially say a year ago was the Career and Care Summit because now we are in 2026. It is official and we're bringing it back. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to bring it back. But I had to let everyone know why it's more than a conference, what we're really trying to do. And as we navigate why it's more than a conference and what it is that we're trying to do, it gives us an experience to really blow our own minds and knock your expectations way out of the water. So I am looking forward to that. And my team and I have been working in the background in order to make that happen. So when we think about what the conference is going to have to offer for each and every one of us, there's something for all of us. And it was so intentionally designed by the people who are behind the scenes inside of my organization. And we have some amazing partners that have come online to really take this journey with us. And the crazy part about asking other people to believe in your vision is once you ask them, once you line up that there is something exciting to be a part of, there are people who get on board immediately, right? There are people who are like, yes, it's a no-brainer, let's make it happen. And then there's other people who don't understand yet. And it takes them a little bit of time to come along. And last year we had lots of individuals, we really wanted the summit to be an amazing experience in 2025. So we had lots of individuals that were curious, that kind of wanted to take the leap with us, but we're a little bit nervous, right? It was an inaugural event. But now as we come back and we're coming back for year 2, we had lots of people who are ready to get on board very, very early in the process. And I am excited for that. So as we get into the details of the summit, the first and most important thing is this summit was designed really for you in mind to create an elevated experience that is rooted in real intention as we're navigating women who are experiencing professional burnout and navigating changes in life. So, as we think about those women, those changes and those needs are still there. So, we want attendees from 2025 to come back and join us in 2026 at the Philadelphia Community College on March 21st, 2026. And what we will do on March 21st is one part, but we're also building something even more. So we didn't create the Career and Care Summit to just be another conference that is on your calendar. Ultimately, we want to make sure that we created it because the conversations and the needs that women were continually bringing up to me and to my team behind closed doors deserve real attention, real thoughtful attention and space to be held for them. So we want to do that. So in 2026, where those conversations are happening matters just as much as what is said in the conversations. And in 2026, it may matter even more than it did in 2025. So there are lots of things that are happening coming at us fast. And we can't get into all of the things that are happening, but we can get into what we're seeing as the core problem that we're hoping to solve. Burnout has become the easy explanation for why women are leaving career or making transitions sooner. But burnout is often what happens when capable people are expected to navigate and over deliver, overachieve without acknowledging the complexity or giving the proper supports or community that's really necessary for professional women to be successful. So the important thing that we have to continue to remind ourselves is we're not meant to do this alone. Careers are changing, care demands are increasing. Women are really holding us all together. They're holding families together, they're holding companies together, holding businesses together. They're the backbone of universities, nonprofit organizations, you name it. So the Career and Care Summit simply exists because the answers that we need in order to transform our lives and realize our full success are right within our reach. But we have to bring those resources together in order to make that happen. So when we think about what that looks like, it looks like what we're building for the Career and Care Summit. So we have now a multi-stage experience because it's not just a conference because we're not focusing on fixing yourself, quick fixes, or hacks. We are focusing on resourcing professional women strategically, honestly, and creating a sustainable functional level for those women. When we avoid this idea that any magic wand is going to change what we're navigating professionally, it allows us to really build career strategy that acknowledges that care and conversations need to reflect our real lives. Oftentimes, what we're thinking about is how do we get into a room designed for depth of connection and not just traditional performance. That's why it's not just a conference. Career and Care and the summit itself is where ambition really gets a chance to sit at the table with our full humanity. And those two things that in some people's minds are opposing get to be aligned. All our needs can get the acknowledgement they require because we're able to show up authentically in a space that was designed especially for us. So I mentioned before that there is more than just the actual summit on March 21st, 2026. There is a pre-summit mixer event, and that is really because in 2025, last year, our attendees, I absolutely love all of our 2025 attendees, but last year our attendees asked, can we make the summit longer? Can we add an extra day? They told us that there just wasn't enough time to soak in all that the Career and Care Summit had to offer in just one day. So we listened. We heard you. We thought about how we could deliver something that was exceptional and also well within the range of what you were looking for. So for the first time, we are kicking off the Career and Care Summit experience, and we're doing that before the main event. We are going to do that before the main event starts on Friday, March 20th, 2026. So what will we be doing on Friday, March 2026? I am glad you asked. We'll gather for an intimate pre-summit mixer in collaboration with our nonprofit partner, the National Black MBA Association of Philadelphia, who has been our nonprofit partner for this will be our second year together. And not only will the members of the National Black MBA Association and that broader community and the Career and Care Summit attendees be together, but we're going to up it a notch. We're going to go to the historic Philadelphia treasure of the Belmont Mansion. Now, I have been introduced to the Belmont Mansion since I was a child, but I don't know that I knew as much as I do now. So I am excited to introduce this venue to many of our attendees for the first time. It's not just a venue. It's a moment to be a part of history as Philadelphia celebrates the 250th anniversary of American independence in 2026. So this matters so much because the Belmont Mansion is one of Philadelphia's most significant historic landmarks and just overall a treasure that is supported by the American Women's Heritage Society, which is a community led by Black women. And that American Women Heritage Society sits really at this critical intersection of how do we acknowledge the history of Philadelphia, the legacy of women in Philadelphia, and the community necessary to continue to keep gems like the mansion around for all of us to be able to continually enjoy. So as Philadelphia begins celebrating its 250th birthday with the Philly 250, we wanted to ground the summit in the history of a city that was built on ideas, built on freedom, built on resourcefulness, and really built on this opportunity for discovery and reinvention. So at the Mixer, we're going to enjoy absolutely delicious food and amazing connection in a stunning historic mansion steeped in history and charm. And that history and charm is palpable in the room. And also there's so much beautiful landscape that we'll also be able to enjoy. I can't wait. I'm excited. So in the same city where bold decisions were once made 250 years ago, we will do the work together to contemplate our own decisions, to contemplate our own next step, to contemplate our own new relationships and how we want to evolve. So you might be thinking, okay, what's next? I have to make sure I let you know the Mixer is free with your summit ticket. So we will have bites, we will have wine and beer, we will have a beautiful atmosphere, and it's free with your summit ticket. If you cannot participate in the summit, you can absolutely grab just a Mixer ticket on our website at gemsforthejourney.org. And the Mixer ticket is just $25 if you're only attending the Mixer. But if you take the step to buy a ticket to the summit, you will be able to be invited to the Mixer for free. So if you are a returning attendee, this is really for you. You asked for this, and we wanted to make sure that we enhance the experience to bring you back in 2026. So the Mixer is much more than just networking. It's a chance to reconnect with those familiar faces that you got to know or were introduced to last year, and an opportunity to really expand your personal and professional network and relationships in a comfortable setting as we ease into the summit. So what makes it special are these familiar faces that we already got to enjoy, plus new voices that we're bringing to the experience. And those conversations are really designed without an agenda, without a formal what's happening here. We are focusing on a space to be able to reflect on what's changed, how we've evolved since the last summit, and to build those informal connections before the day of summit events. So you now have a summit bestie. You now have connected to someone there at the Mixer. So you're not the same person you were at the last Career and Care Summit. And that's the entire point. The entire point is to bring the version of yourself that 2026 has to offer and to build upon it. So this is where our returnees are not going to just come back because we know that you're coming back, but they're going to re-enter the space expecting an even better experience than what they had in 2025. And as those of us who were in the room for 2025, that is saying a lot, that we are going to expect an even better experience in 2026, but it is absolutely true. So we talked about the Mixer. Now let's get into the summit itself on March 21st in Philadelphia. at the Community College of Philadelphia from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is literally going to blow your mind. The team and I have been working in the background, so picture a beautiful space filled with like-minded women in conversation about all the things that matter most to them: their career, their community, their care. And as we think about those conversations and the energy that goes along with it, and the like minded exchanges, and the familiar faces, the hugs, the recognition, we want to make sure that you remember rooms like this don't happen often. They only happen with really clear intention because we know that the transformation that comes out of these spaces is inevitable. These are historic spaces with intentional people, conversations that were absolutely designed with you in mind. And our agenda will reflect every pain point that you have been navigating, and maybe some that you are hoping to be able to get more information on. We've been working for the last few months to secure some of the most amazing, powerhouse new speakers and bringing back some of our older or our previous speakers, not our older, our 2025 speakers. That includes the inspiring Tara J. Frank of the Way Makers Group. Tara is an award-winning writer, speaker, and a teacher. She's going to join us for a book talk on the summit. We also are bringing back the amazing, phenomenal Dr. Sophia Lubin, OBGYN. Dr. Sophia is a board-certified OBGYN with over 15 years of experience in women's health and well-being, and she is an enthusiast for all things women acknowledging their own bodies. She spreads her knowledge and care to help women learn about their bodies and embrace themselves. We had the chance to meet her in 2025. We're bringing her back in 2026 because she was a crowd favorite. We also have a crowd favorite coming back to us through Tanya Ladipo, the CEO of the Ladipo Group. Tanya was nominated for the Philadelphia Titan 100 2 years in a row. She is a business owner and a thought leader in elevating emotional intelligence, an absolute game changer. I am so excited to have her come back for year 2 of the Career and Care Summit. So these speakers are just the best of the best, and they're just the beginning of the speaker announcements that we are going to continue to roll out over the next few weeks. But you had been waiting and asking, so we gave y'all the first 3. Now, that's just the tip of the iceberg. You should absolutely be running to go get your ticket right now. We will have more speaker announcements over the coming weeks. You can head over and grab your ticket right on the QR code that you see on the screen, or you can head to gemsforthejourney.org to get your ticket to the actual summit. Or if you can't join us for the summit, we'll miss you, but you can absolutely join the mixer. Now, the mixer ticket, like we mentioned, is just $25, and you can join us in person at the beautiful Belmont Mansion. So last year, we also heard that there needed to be even more folks in the room because access matters, and we want to celebrate Women's History Month through the Career and Care Summit. So now we know that we want to create access for a broader audience. So we are offering 10 full scholarships to attend the 2026 Career and Care Summit at no cost to the 10 scholarship recipients. We're operating in a real world, and we know that the economy is impacting all of us, but it's impacting us in different ways. These scholarships are an effort sincerely to just level the playing field, to create opportunities where representation and full intention meet one another. So these scholarships are for women who are currently experiencing a layoff or underemployment or a job transition, especially those, and I have a soft spot for, and you've heard me say on the podcast and on LinkedIn Live before, especially those who are educators, social workers, or birth workers, as we think about really the holistic ethos of professional women. We want to amplify those voices. So to apply for the scholarship to attend the Career Summit at no cost to you, we want you to just take a minute, draft an email, and that email should go to admin@gemsforthejourney.org. That's admin@gemsforthejourney.org. And when you draft that email, tell us in 200 words or less how attending the Career and Care Summit in 2026 would make a difference in your year. Tell us how attending the Career and Care Summit would make a difference in your year. That's what we want to know. We want to hear directly from you. And let's be clear, we're not looking for perfect language. It's not required. We are looking for authenticity. We're looking for honesty. And that matters even more than polished perfection. So don't stress about the words being perfect. We want to hear from you directly. And we will award 10 scholarships to women who submit those emails for us. So we want to be thoughtful. We want to have rich, thoughtful engagement during the Career and Care Summit because 2026 is just beginning. We're just kicking it off. We're only days in. It's going to be a year filled with opportunity, and I'm looking forward to that. And we also know that there will be some challenges that come with 2026. So start this year by committing to investing in yourself. And you do that whether you're navigating career pivots, whether you're trying to figure out sustaining your leadership journey, whether you're navigating caregiving realities, whether you're recognizing economic shifts and shifts in technology that are affecting your career, or even if you're navigating the glow up that you have been working hard for, the Career and Care Summit is the place for you. We have something for every professional woman, for all of the women. And taking the time to pause with intention for how you move forward with conviction in 2026 can be the absolute game changer that you are looking for. The answers are always in the room. The answers are always in the room. So join us at the Career and Care Summit because it is going to be so much more than a conference. It is going to be exactly designed with your needs in mind because it honors the fullness of who you are, what you need, and prepares you for where you're going in the future. It is the catalyst to the exact pain point, pressure point, transformation that you are looking for in 2026. So, tickets are limited. I got to be honest with you. We are navigating a space that we may outgrow soon. I am foreseeing that we will outgrow the space eventually. So grab your ticket today. We are talking about a pre-summit mixer at the Belmont Mansion. Phenomenal experience. We are offering 10 scholarships to those women who are falling into the categories that qualify for the scholarship. If you are in transition, if you are a educator, if you are a social worker, if you are a birth worker, we want to specifically give preference to those women. And then we are going to have a phenomenal shaping experience on March 21st in 2026. And the women who are going to knock 2026 out of the park are choosing their rooms carefully. They're choosing where they invest their time and energy, and they're choosing the spaces that they are going to get poured into. So I want you to be one of those participants. And if you are a man watching this, I want you to invite a woman that you love and care about. I want you to invite a sister, a friend, maybe even a coworker, someone who you know could benefit from the experience. So everyone under the sound of my voice can participate or contribute to the Career and Care Summit in some way. So I want you to join us on March 21st, 2026 in Philadelphia at the Community College of Philadelphia for the second annual Career and Care Summit. Grab your ticket today by scanning the QR code that's on the screen in front of you if you're watching us live. And if not, you can head over to gemsforthejourney.org to grab your ticket today. I want you to do it. I know that you should do it. And I think that we are going to have such an amazing experience together as we cultivate and my team and I work to build what we think is just a phenomenal in-person experience with clear intention for professional women. We are honored to have the responsibility, and we're also thrilled for the potential of all that is to come through the Career and Care Summit in 2026. So join us there. Until then, continue to make your journey work for you. And I will see you next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will continue to go deeper into the Career and Care Summit. We will drop some new speaker announcements. We'll also talk about some of our phenomenal sponsors that are going to join us for the summit and all that comes along with the sponsorship experience. So we're looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday. I appreciate you riding with me. Until then, make your journey work for you.